you need to bring me a madman's whispering rod. One with 2 grade 3 quick time materia melted to it. I could hammer one out in me sleep. Then I could wipe your eyes without much trouble, and I ain't planning on doing that neither. So I went and bought one. And it cost me like half of the money I had left, but it is a fine base you brought me. Just the thing to host your relic. Merge what was left of the relic with the host weapon, so the groundwork's done. Don't go jumping for joy just yet, there's more to do. I need to work on the finishing touches, but due to the reinforcement work I've had to do, the weapon's proven rather stubborn to shape. To get around this, we'll need some alumina salts, a substance made by grinding a rock called alumina into fine grains. Unlucky for ye, though, it ain't easy to get a hold of. Mayhap you already know this, but there's beasties out there what devour their prey whole. And some of them swallow rocks as to aid their digestion. Hi. The Dorma Chimera, what terrorizes the central highlands of Cothyris, happens to swallow aluminum salts for this purpose. Slay the bugger and bring me the salts, and I'll see to the finishing touches on your weapon. Well, I don't know why, because everything's set up like it normally is. Via the duty finder, oh really? A relic of career must be completed as white mage. Mute things, hold on. Okay. Well, I just went back and heard some of my Fire Emblem episodes. Good to hear I'm soft there too. Sure, people are gonna enjoy that. I mean, they probably are. Who wants to hear me when you can hear the game? So. Yeah, it's always a struggle, sound balance. I mean, hell, look at like the really big YouTubers. They don't balance it for shit. Like, they just put themselves front and center. Like, you can't hear the game with them at all, so at least I try to have the game at least, you know, you can at least hear the game. Relic Reborn Chimera. Okay. What does this look like? Is it a dungeon? A trial, maybe? It's a trial. Go applied upon party, total party cap in cap. Average item level 52. Level be synced upon entry to 50. Oh, that's a big one. I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for it because I don't think people are gonna be looking for this anyway. And then we'll go abandon the Moonfire Fair ones for now. I'll sign up for it, and then 10 minutes maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna start it up and then just go do whatever. I just figured people wouldn't necessarily be doing it. Speak with Babimu with the Sunken Temple. I can go get the, well, no, I can't change class right now. Oh, that's shocking. Sure. Relic Reborn, the Chimera. Hi. Two white mages. Jeez, the other healer is just faster than me. Well, that was easy. Phase 2? No? Okay. Yeah, we got the poetics and everything. You look awesome. You in the back. And everybody's already gone, so... And that was... painless. Yeah, I hate that games do that. Everything's super soft one moment, and then the next moment you trumpets everything. Like, it's super bad in Three Houses right now. Like, there's not been many cutscenes, honestly. There's been only a handful. But every time, well, 2 handfuls of cutscenes, because the beginning of, like, every month so far, and there have been a few besides that. So maybe like 7, 8 so far. But every time it goes in, like, cutscene mode, the sound is just dead. It's so light. Because they stupidly didn't give cutscene its own volume. That's done. What do I need to do now? I just need to do this. That way it actually stays up there. Like, to me, when that happens, you just, like, I just make everything go to the loud sound. And then you just can't hear the soft sounds, you know, too bad. Because it's either for 95% of the game, you have blaring sound and you can hear the cutscenes, or the cutscenes are really light and the rest of the game sounds normal. Dozen more kettles and it's off to the tap. You again? What in the 7 house do you want this time? Here's this. Shut up and work. And of course, the adventurer comes back triumphant. I should have bloody known not even the Chimera would be able to put you out of your misery. So the fact that you tried to get me killed. And over those salts, I'll get to work. Probably the only thing you could do was edit these episodes and manually turn up the sound in the aftermath. I could do that. I could. But I choose not to. Because I'm not going to put that much effort to a series that is kind of ticking me off right now. So, there, the deed's done. I've squeezed out every ounce of me skill to restore your weapon. I think you'll agree it looks the part. Yet there's something missing somehow, though I'm buggered if I know what. Piece just lacks a certain glow, as it were. Need to learn more about the relic. Literature surrounding the hero associated with it would be a fine place to begin. But I ain't exactly a scholarly, well, and haven't the slightest inkling where to get my hands on this stuff. Much as I hate to say this, Rowena's probably the one to talk to. Thing is, I'd sooner shove hot kettles up me arse sideways than owe that thrice damned Hardy and another debt. You're gonna have to make yourself useful once again. Take yourself to Rowena and ask for her help. Okay. That's fun and all, but... Well, in case this makes me run a dungeon, let's continue on this quest line. That way I don't have to run some stupid hard dungeon twice. We'll get to story once we get somewhere that I'm like, I don't feel like doing that right now with this quest. A bit more rundown than before. Dealings with Geralt taking their toll. Actually, forget I even asked. Mouth tastes of bile if I so much as think of that sorry specimen. Literature on the hero of old who once wielded your weapon? I reckon I can find what you need. It might take a bit of time is all. Of course, this ain't a charity I'm running here. I can get you what you want, but you'll have to do likewise for me. I'll track down literature on Atoa Cant. Wandering Patrol. For your part, you bring me an Adamorpor glyph. Find this inside Adamorpor Keep. That's a dungeon. Screw these people. I've already done enough for them, honestly. Yeah, that's why I kept going. Because there would be a dungeon, I had a feeling. Like, hey, I saved the world. You can do me a favor. I just shake the white mage stone. Hey! Where'd you leave your crap, Atoa Cant? You spared it before. Don't give me that crap that you can't do that again. No, that'd be too easy. Can't do that. Behold the magnificent ruin of the sunken temple of Karn. We know it was used by greater glory of Asm of the Sun Goddess. As the rest of it, you'll hear that when I'm good and ready to publish. Oh, your adventure that Slapmore sent word about? No doubt that there are ward stones to be had deep inside the ruins. Regret to remind you, however, that this temple has been the death of many an adventurer. Slapmore wasn't too specific about that, was he? These ruins are practically the antechamber to Thal's workroom. But do not let me deter you from your task. Enter the sunken temple of... I have to say, I've run this before. Okay. Don't I have another quest? Main quest I can do? That's Sunken Temple. I could have swore there was more than one. It's definitely birds. Wrath of Car. Oh, I may want to do that first. Miners Guild. Let me go to the Miners Guild first. If you want. Miners Guild. Heard about a petition, have you? You'll do as we ask. No questions asked. Great attitude. No, this is right. I'll be damned if I put our sister's fate in a stranger's hands. I'm going myself. Yeah, you go get yourself killed. Oh, brilliant plan, brother. Go blundering into the sunken temple of Karn. The place is a death trap. What guarantees do we have this adventurer can beat those traps? None, that's what. You know better than any what these muscles are capable of. Nothing. The hell do you mean you've beaten those traps already? Yeah, I have. Wait. You're the reason Naneko's in trouble. I'm gonna end you, I swear it. Are you serious? Venture's not to blame for what happened. Besides, he's perfect for the task. Start again, shall we? Sister Ruka, and this is my twin brother. Popo Kulukula or something. Amount of rescue in the sunken temple. Defeated the temple's snares and traps. The place was officially open for research. Open for research. Concern partnered with the Order of Nathal to fund an expedition. Research team was led none other than our little sister. She's the one who wrote the book on the ruins of Sildith the research to end all other research on the place. Nobody except her was going to figure out the Silta and Oda are both descended from the Baladian civilization. Second Temple of Corn is the native rock. Wait, 7 hell, she was not going to lead that expedition. Who comes bubbling in? Band of Relic Raiders. Set off a trap, and now she's stuck. They aren't Tonberry mints already. Be sure I'll end them myself. And that's the situation as it stands. Go back and talk to that guy before. Gosh darn it. So the ruin that was and is the second temple of Corn. Since someone who actually knows the drill here. Twins, maybe a little overbearing. They'll need some of that perishes soon enough, though, when it falls on them to run the concern. In case you didn't know, those two are the chairman's progeny, them and Miss Naneko. Who's the concern again? I kind of missed that. You will find it much changed within thanks to those fool robbers. Take care. Don't die. Second temple of Corn. Hard. My question is, if I run it on hard, does it complete both quests? Because technically, I did run it. To the second temple of Karn. I think that'd be kind of cool. Man, all I get from this is 2K? Really? Whatever. Try it out? Sure. Why not? Worst that happens, we have to run it again on easy mode, normal mode. Not easy. Nothing's ever easy. For the exp. I should have freed up another space in my inventory. Almost rank 6. Not that there's anybody here anyway. Oh, for those of you that care. In between episodes, I upgraded my gear. I spent all the tombstones I had, well, most of them, because I was full anyway, because total 2,000. You can only have 2,000 on you. So I went and bought all of the, like, we bought the cane from that one shop and bought the rings and the earrings, the ironwork stuff. Well, I bought the ironwork, everything else. I just glamored and made it look, the headpiece and the robe look like the white mage stuff because I like the way it looks. So I got about like 1,000 more HP. All my stats went up by like a good 70, except for the piety stat, which I lost like 10, which is MP regeneration, which is kind of sad. A small loss compared to everything else that went up. So that was cool. Second Temple hard. Not what I should be running with little sleep, but oh well, that's half the fun. I don't remember those. And the other two didn't talk. Great start. Maybe I should have killed him. Maybe I should have let him die and be like, oh man, if you just said hi, I'd have been able to heal you in time. So, Red Mage, I believe that's Red Mage, and then the Gunbreaker class, which I would like to play eventually, because Gunblades are cool. They seem to be a lot of fun. Let's see, Cure does 1,500 now. Nice. Not bad at all. Regen ticks for 750. Sun Spear. Well, cracked core head. Core facer instead of the fully good to go one. Oh, got one for free. Let's see Cure 2. 2,500. Roughly. Around there. Not bad at all. Locked door. Oh, the Sun Spheres go in the locked door. Oh, and then there's death. Yeah, let's get out of the room. I agree with that. fight out here. Get that other jazz. Well, I don't like those. Two bottles of Vex Ether. Man, I wish that went to me. Those are hard to make. I don't like making them. Alright, we got some boss. I have no idea how it's going to work, so... They didn't say jack, so just be careful. I hit regen on everybody, and... So, arm, head... cute. Tail got shattered. Head shattered. Ads. The ads are uncool. Oh, now we go again. Ground begins to rumble. I feel like we shouldn't be part of that. I'll pull you out of there. Go ahead and burn that. I was like, let's not have... Yep. Let's not have the red mage and all that junk. And we go again. I guess. Yeah, because it's damaged. You know. Burial results in KO. If it sucks you in, you just lose. Can't have that. I'll say run toward the tank. Alright, last phase, I assume. Yeah, because there's jack all left of him. There we go. I say he's almost dead. I should be able to start swinging too. Oh, you get tombstones from that. That's neat. By an alchemist? I'll greed the alchemist thing. Pass on that. Oh, great. Oh, I rolled need on it. Guess I just rolled need on everything, huh? That seems to be what people are doing now. He may have actually needed it, but I don't know about that. Hi, Skydreamer. Because I think I can use it if it's alchemy. I mean, I can't use it right this instant, but I will be able to. Cannot act. That stinks. Break the hand. Boom! He like hold you there. and then he then he piccolos you with the mouth laser. Man, so the hard dungeons are nothing like the normal dungeons. I figured they would be just like the normal dungeon, but upgraded, like stronger enemies, or like just up the level of the enemies. Maybe give the bosses some new tricks. No, it's like a completely different dungeon. And that one's on me. A moon spear. Oh, the poison actually lasts 30 seconds. Actually lasts a good amount of time. Locked. Door. A treasure coffer. X ethers, nice. At least it's usable. Oh, well, that's bad. Probably free the tank. Okay, I thought the mouth laser was gonna do like 10k and just insta kill, because it gives you a long time to free him. It only did like 2, so whatever. I thought it was gonna be super dangerous, but it's not. Sabatender, Imperits, Solado. Alright. That's cute. They threw a bomb that was like 1,000 needles. Boy, I hope that doesn't become a thing. Oh, that's uncool. Lost count of her needles. There's a lot of junk now. Oh, I am being targeted by something. That sounds bad. Oh, jeez. That's crazy. Counting again. I don't like that. Alright, that was super dicey. Do I just have to time the healing right on that? Or offending. Papado! Oh man, I'm needing that. Because I'm sure I can cook with that later. The earrings I've just green. Alright, one the greed on that. Oh, greed. Polishing gemstones. I'll pass on that. I don't think I need that. Doesn't sound like my jam. Now that I know that's gonna happen. Star sphere. So we had sun, moon, and star. Solve the magic trap. Temple mummy. I was like, is he gonna pull them or? I get one of these for free, so why not? Bam. Stand by you. Keep swinging. High elixir. Oh man, that's even harder to make. I can make them, but then I have the knowledge to, but I don't have any. I don't have the stuff I do believe. Reminds me, I do need to make some elixirs because I can make those. Just regular elixirs. Magic pedestal. Pedestal is protected by ancient magics. Oh, and then you do the... Okay. The sun, the moon, and the star get you access. Got it. Don't you look wicked. You're not all broken down like the other one. And you're made of gold. And you have 2 weapons. Neat. Vicegerent to the Warden. Several sarcophagi up here. Lame. Oh, heck with that. Curse of the Mummy. 4 result in mummification. I can't remove that, so... Four strikes and you're out. Uncool. An impure light. That sounds bad. Oh, there was no warning on that. It was just where he was swinging. What's that? What's with that hate all of a sudden? Oh, and he's dead. Okay. Ooh, that can get dicey. He just starts going off script and targeting whoever. I agree. That was fun. Let's see, what was the loot? Greed. Pass on that. Woo. Roll the 1. I rolled a 20. Hey, I got a player commendation. You're the one who caused all that commotion, aren't you? 12-6, walk softly. 1 critical hit, right? Yeah, kinda. And I rolled 20s. That's super bad. Non-intrusive first and symptomatic always. Never forget. What are the apprentice haulers? No. I'm the one here to save your butt. Yes, I'm Nineko, but why would anyone be looking for me? What? Ancient traps have been triggered? I had no idea. I alone ventured into the deepest section of the temple, for the work there requires the most delicate of touches. I was completely oblivious to the commotion until you came. What are the members of my expedition? Tell me they're safe. They're all dead. Scarcely any survivors? Gods be good. I had known that we would come to a dangerous place, but all those lives. Neither the time nor the place for mourning. I have to start recruiting new people. Let us quit this place. I have a duty to notify our backers of this incident. Meanwhile, might I ask you to go tell Popo and Sisse that I am fine? Nope. I gotta run it on normal. Do you want to run it on normal? And alright. Oh, wait. Did he find her? Sunken Temple. Take off Sunken Temple hard. Later on the quest first. Okay. Oh, whoops. I already started it when you said that. It's like, I'll just turn it in after. So that was the hard version. Now you can see the normal version. I don't know. To me, the normal version might be harder. Other than the final boss. Final boss was... That got crazy. Hi. I will drink some chamomile tea. Alright, how much am I healing for now? Okay, cure is 400 and regen is about 200. Okay. Gotta. Remember, reduction in level. Gotta get the new numbers set. Why are you running when stuff isn't dead? Gotta go fast! Pull everything at once. I was about to cast Holy, and then it dawned on me, it's like, I can't do that. Again, level reduction. Like, we don't have anybody that does AoE damage. Because I don't think the summoner does either. They're mostly, at least from what little bit I've seen, dots. Like, it's a lot of dots. Single target damage. Helm of Might? Yeah, go ahead and grab that. Thank you. If something isn't pulled, the tank is doing his job. Yeah, that's the mindset he has. I have to constantly be in battle. Why? I don't know. Again, he doesn't have a... There's no black mage here. Like... I'm assuming that black mage has AoE stuff. I don't know. I never get to play DPS. Ain't just still swing. Darn. I'll pass. I think I have one of those actually. No, if I had one of those, it wouldn't let me. I think. Oh, I can't check Chocobo Saddleback here. It'd be in the Chocobo Saddleback. Alright, remember Doom. You step on the glowing panel so you don't insta-die. Because insta-dying is not fun. Especially for me. Oh, that's bad. What the heck insta-killed me? Like, kill him now. The heck insta-killed me? Alright, I'll be back. No, I didn't see Doom. I didn't see the Doom status effect that time. Was there... Did he really cast Doom? Again? I guess I missed it. I didn't see I had the Doom status effect. I was looking at status effects. Hi, Tachyon. Oh well. Everything's fine. Move on. Get over to this one. Alright, stand back up. Stupid head. Oh. Oh. That was weird. I legit did not see the Doom status effect. I'm gonna want to go back and watch that. Because I saw the first one, that's why I stepped on the panel. Like, do those bees that were hitting me have an insta-kill? I just don't know about? Because I'm usually not getting hit. Oh, it's gonna be fun to cure. Okay. The beast can cast Final Sting, which does 75% of your max health. Hey, that would be it! And there were two of them, so... sounds like death to me. Because I could have swore I didn't have Doom. Oh. That would most certainly be death. And as the healer, I guess I'll take, you know, blame for that death, even though, you know, whatever. Don't target me. That's rude. Oh, wrong one. I was like, why didn't that insta-gast? Oh, silly. That would be because you used the wrong ability. I used Presence of Mind. Not Swiftcast. Whoops. My bad. Let me try this again. Hey, that's how I was supposed to go the first time. Mage doesn't need to see anyway. Hi, AJ. Oh, well, I'm not greeting those. Can always turn them in for tokens. Or, serpent seals. I was real tempted to rescue the tank. Cool. I really don't want to talk about Three Houses, so good for you. Now I know there's New Game Plus. Thanks for spoiling that. I was hoping there would be New Game Plus, but I wasn't sure. I mean, hell, a good chunk of the game has been spoiled to me by Nintendo comments or just people talking about it, so it's whatever at this point. I'm just trying to get through the rest before, like, any major plot points are spoiled. That's why I've not gotten much sleep the past several days. I'm sad I didn't stream Three Houses, though. A, because I would have got through the game. Well, I shouldn't say I got through the game a lot faster. I can get through faster if I bulk record. Like, really go for it. Just recording session after recording session. But I'm sad I didn't stream it because it would have made for a much better stream game than a Let's Play. It's a garbage Let's Play game. Unless you're just cutting out all of the Academy stuff. And then at that point, you're not showing off the game, really. Like I do as when I Let's Play, so... YouTube recommendations are all spoilers. Yeah, I hate it. YouTube recommendations are so garbage anyway. Because they don't recommend my stuff, so... They always recommend, like, the people who have 2 million views and subscribers. You know, that doesn't help me then. Like, I don't pay attention to recommendations at all. Like, I just don't even look over there anymore. If there was, yeah, I wish I could turn it off. I was about to say, you know, I was say, I wonder if there's a way to turn off recommendations. Probably not, because YouTube. If I was really that ticked off, I'd just ban you. I'm tired of people overreacting to stuff. But I never get to say anything I actually want to say because people overreact, and then it's like, you know, I should just keep my mouth shut. Which is typically what I do. Hi, Mabel. That's really ticking me off because I have to deal with it in real life every day. So I can deal with it every day. You know, I say something and then people just take like the most extreme reaction they can. You know, to just leave or just to leave, to just completely shut down. Like, just don't do that. I'm just telling you something. You know, I'm gonna give it to the, thank you for the room. Pass. Hey, a player accommodation. It's like I get onto a person for one thing, and it's like, oh, completely leave, just completely gone. Whereas, no, when I get hit in comments and stuff, I just have to take it. I take it and smile because that's the thing Central does. Take a smile and, oh, I'll be better next time. So, that's done, but I want to go to Olda first. Back in the saddle. Oh, right. The, goofy guy. I guess since I'm here, I can do that too. The goofy inspector. Pardon, you wish to question me as to whereabouts of that deviant running around town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I like that, Mithril Eye. I do not consort with perverts. Running in circles is fun. What game? Maybe I could be the tutorial. What? Looking for a half-naked Highlander what likes to catch criminals? I think I remember a thing like that. You do manage to find this inspector friend of yours. Tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. My mate's pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day, that bastard. Not former roommate? Sorry, lad, if it's information you want, best served going to Wyman. Rumors I've heard so far are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, or so I heard. When you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... Does he have multiple arms? Oh, right there. Like a celebration. Taking you dealt with that zombie problem, eh? Do tell, just why were they dressed up like dandies? Why, man? Why, man? Oh, sorry, I forgot that was the... Oh, she did change her outfit, because now she's not the inspector, she is the... No, she's dressed normally. Only dressed like that if you're the inspector. The almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen and they're walking the streets of Olda. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, the reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. Oh, I can help absolutely none with Minecraft, my bad. It's true. He's not a zombie. I checked. With explosives. Ah, you do seem to be hale and healthy. Which, begs the question. How in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Correct question. Why question divine providence? Why question my thick skull? What matters is that Eorzeus champion has returned. I've already been here, though. I've been here the whole time. He, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable. I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wyman is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden what said her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity. I should fly to her side. Why, if it isn't the gentleman from Zagoli? Serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital! It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. Bow. Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the lass's name yet. Back in the saddle. Let's say you need the most important part of the information. Hatchling. After her own heart, Wyman believes it would be best if you assisted Inspector Hildebrand in this investigation, because he can't do it. Might as well go after him. I'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life, aka a snob. Safe to say, you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weaver's Guild most every day. Good luck with the Inspector. After her own heart. Okay, there's that. I want to turn in Miners Guild. Right? Turn in the quest at the Miners Guild. I don't want to turn into the Miners Guild. That'd be weird. Yes, where's Nineko? You better have good news or I'll let my brother do this his way. Okay, he can go die. I don't care. Dear brothers! I like her outfit. I've worried you, haven't I? I'm sorry, but as you can see, there's nothing to be concerned about. Favorite game? Like in what genre? If you're saying in general, it's really hard to say. I like lots of games. Probably Chrono Trigger, which I'll never get to Let's Play. Neko, we've been worried about you. Neko. And I'll go feared the worst. Good to see your face. Must thank you again, good adventurer. After we parted ways, I sent for a search party, and we were able to rescue the survivors. Oh, that's good news. Less people you have to rehire. Saves on cost. Dineko, from now on, I'm going to accompany you on all expeditions. Those, Baladians... Lots of booby traps. Yeah, that. Brother, she won't be alone because I'm going with her. No, I'm going with her. No, I'm going with her. Brothers, you forget your duty. Your place is with the concern. I'm concerned about the concern. You're right that the temple is dangerous, but I can make it safe. All you need is to believe. You just gotta believe. Oh, no, wrong. Totally wrong game. We must look at the causes, the twin causes, of today. Oh, the she gives like a... That's what I would do. The twin causes of today's incident. People's belief that within lie magic relics and that the ruins are now safe to traverse. Which are both not true now. Temple raiders are already telling tales of deadly ancient traps in every tavern, but we'll let it be known it's no ordinary danger that awaits. Order of Nodthal has agreed to vehemently deny that the temple's relics are cursed. Tales of looters found horribly dead afterwards are baseless. That should give instant credence to the opposite, and end the looting. Well, for a while, at least. Naneko, you're brilliant. I may be the strongest one, but you got the goods upstairs. Right you are about our sister Puny, brother, and I'm not gonna stoop to stating the obvious. They say history is the gristle of the past. But I've never heard it put that way. That's interesting. But in these ruins, the past is fleshed out again. That's what I love about this work. Won't let the raiders despoil the place. Ruins are not a mine to be dug and blasted for gil. They want gold or gems, let them join the Miners Guild and toil for them. I'm fine with that. So that's done. Is that really all I get out of it? Like, you just get like 2k gil and that's it? I guess you run it for the stones, right? No, you're running it for the tombstone. Weaver's Guild. Meh. They don't need to know that place is cursed. It's not important. Well, she's spreading that rumor so less people go. To preserve the ruins. Honestly, you just need to tell everybody about the super deadly traps. Yellow Moon. My beloved pure heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You'll bring it back to me, won't you? Priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind... He's like already posing. Full pose. And the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? He seriously needs to get his clothes, like, redone, though. I swear to you, here and now. Do your job, assistant. Like, as the assistant, she's been like, oh, I gotta go, like, get him a new suit. I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said? And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. I just found her name and where she was going to be from the informant. Like, I just... Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. Oh, man. Oh, man. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day, after I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Colosseum. I realized it was gone. So the time and location of the thefts are unknown, essential details without which we cannot solve the case. But there is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon, to coax the hidden clues from your memories. Reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk tapestries. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll give him that one. Like, we'll replay what happened and maybe something will click. Like, oh, then this person ran into me, or... You know, yeah, I saw this guy at both places. That was weird. I don't need to teleport there. Not that way, anyway. Okay. Way of the samurai. Like to do, but can't. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist. Nothing unusual to you. I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress, when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I asked you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse, in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case... What is assistant doing? What is this person doing? In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next... Oh, sorry, it wasn't her. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. But I don't know, that sounds kind of related to the theft. The guy was, like, ticked off and decided to steal the wand as vengeance. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. You got time to be sitting around, assistant. You got time to get me a new suit. Once again, Miss Moon, if you'd be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback, whirled about, and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 6 pounds, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. I just happened to have so much money that I knocked him unconscious. So, super heavy purse, knocked the guy clean out. 120 pounds! Yeah, I could score 20. 20 times 6, 120. Miss Moon, you're a remarkably strong woman. Also, how much gil? Well, we don't know how much, like, 1 gil weighs, so... Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. I just noticed that he has, it's like, double thinking. With, like, the fingers. While still posing. Assistant. There sure are a lot of giant crates here in Ulda. At the Weaver's Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, here. Alright, methinks that has something to do with the two. Conspicuous crates. Crates are everywhere, Syndrome. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open... Of course! I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. I'm okay with this. Because I'm the one that gets to use the bomb. Nashu's delight. Many cope with grief by taking up new pursuits, such as travel or exercise. Nashu chose to study explosives. We all cope in different ways. Have a bomb. Perspiring man. Like, hot in those crates. At the heart of every crime rests a single unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Or using explosives. Hearken to me now, for a shepherd leads his flock. I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Yeah, right? Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. Is that what you think? We're not thieves, we're devotees. Oh, that's even worse. In a way. Because they're like dressed cultish. Guess what, Yellow Moon? You have a cult. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it. For safekeeping. You deviants were behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve? Oh, such unbridled fury, righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? You got a goddess? Devotees? But of course. That I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. This is why I need like an assistant. So when they do something, like I can take all the credit for it. And then when it messes up, like I can blame them. See, it's great. As I was elucidating a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the one, like he was thinking but a moment ago. Those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Well informed. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable as such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume? You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. Be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. Name of the man is... Where in the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. I just... The Immaculate Deception. Oh man, you're so good, game. It's so good. There's a famous play in American football that's the Immaculate Reception. So the Immaculate Deception, and that's crazy. Always a reporter. Why not a random civilian who often looks out their window? Oh, because that wouldn't go with the trope. Filtered water. Having no other recourse, Ellie would instead tell you the identity of the victim. I suppose that you're the imbecile's friend. Let's not go that far. You intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found in the Golden Bazaar.
With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well.
Wait, what? That'd be funny. I put this as moving day for the name of this, but we've not done any of the main. Well, we did the mission, the main mission that was run through the dungeon. So I guess we did a little bit. Do more of that tomorrow. This is super intriguing. Because I get to play detective. Also, it's far more likely that a reporter has information than some just like random person who just happened to see it and you just happen to question that person too. It's just easier to work in a reporter or investigator or something like that. Especially like an investigative reporter. You know, like real journalism, like capital J journalism. I am Humphrey. You are... At last I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I'm told you're a victim of the marauding duelist. Me, a victim? Ah, how amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. You're not a warrior of light. Defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. I mean, does have fancy armor, blade, and shield, but warrior of light.
You mean you won? That's amazing!
Well, it's nothing compared to what I faced at Cartanu. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us, second middle with Master Lu. We were... Oh, he actually was a part of the group, maybe. Oh, then, okay. He was a dab hand with the old magic, he was. Tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasts a man can... That man's no warrior light. Okay, that's what I thought.
Tell him, Elazar.
That was right the first time.
Tell him how he lost his surrendered a sword that was not his own. Ah!
Trusted with my father's blade. Bid him take it to a smithy for restoration. Even gave him a gill to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging for forgiveness for losing it in a duel. As if that's enough to set things right. Look at me. Look at me. Flowing golden locks are no more. Gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I doubt you had flowing golden locks either. Boy, ever here's just full of it. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. All right. Beat the shite out of me, and I took the old man's sword.
I used the guild to pay the surgeon. I'm supposed to do, huh? Can't give him what I don't have unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what's of Elsa's flowing golden locks that he never had? Well, I shouldn't say that. He may have had them when he was young. How will forsaking young Humphrey help the men he has wronged? Begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. He's not, this is really weird. Because he's not completely hopeless. Like, you can see he has some skill. As an inspector. Like, he's not 100% clueless. But he's clueless enough to just make you wonder why. Like, it's weird. Antique swords? I have the foggiest idea about that. Traveling merchant Jurepa is the one you have to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Oh man, we're going to speak to a JoJo? Boy, he should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Elazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just go, you should never trust a adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, the lot of them. By the way, I am a warrior of light. You should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade? Deception brings him peace in the final days. Would it be so wrong? Like, you're any better right now. The sword wasn't much to look at, but it was authentic. Counterfeit relics. So he had the real deal. I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not one I can guarantee to be authentic. See, anywheres I determine to be of dubious origin, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may be disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. Presents a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk at Camp Drybone. Should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Yeah, see, I agree with that. So I shouldn't justify her character. Correct. Nobody else does, so... Well, that's not true. Not true anymore, but for a long time, nobody else did, so why should you? occurs to me that I'm not yet fully recovered from my acclimated injuries. Would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on many an occasion, my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. I don't want to do that. Can I not do that? Ah. I was gonna make a reference to the Street Fighter character who uses the oil, and I can't think of him right now. Darn. Alright, all the pose. Comforting scent, as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries. Knead the oil into my aching flesh. Why? The pain multiplies manifold. Gently now, gently. No, like, And now it's slower this time. Like you're going more gently. Okay, that's a good touch. Yes, at last, my muscles slacken and soften. The warmth spreads and the pain becomes pleasure. There, yes. Keep doing that, just like that. Once more, with feeling. Game Y. Look at the timer on this one. Okay, I know off topic, but playing Breath of the Wild and struggling with drifting Joy-Cons. It's like playing with ice physics that also randomly decide to just move whenever or jerk around. Very fun. Totally recommend it. Back to the stream. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good man. Alright, fine. Question to the quest designers. Why does my character put up with this nonsense? Great question, Maze. Fantastic question. Why do I put up with this nonsense? Because we're the good guys, quote unquote, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't put up with this. All this nonsense. The drifting Joy-Cons can't help you with. Quarters digging, the assistants doing, I don't know what. We found a holy pot, a muddy bottle, and I forgot the first thing already. So, nothing. Been productive? What have you found? Jack all. A worthless bottle. This is not the sword you are looking for. The wave of the hand. Even though it really is not the sword we're looking for. Completely useless and unremarkable rock. Come now, what were you expecting? A rock that keeps corals away? Yes. Irrelevant. Potsherd. Well, at least you didn't pick up a rock at random like some people. No sign of the sword. Jojo Nippa mentioned, I see. Now I'm all wet. What was that anyway? Huh? Did something cause you to... Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search that section of the spring was a stroke of... Achoo. Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in these clubs. I'll go to Ulda and fetch you some new ones. About time! How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. We just keep going back to the hair when I doubt he has had that hair in like the past 20 years. Not wonderful, my friend. Soon all of Elazar's woes will be no more. So, unlike the trope where the assistant is actually like really good at the job and helps the inspector, you know, helps their boss, she's just stupidly lucky. Which, I mean, is a merit in and of itself. As promised, I return to you your father's ancient blade. Is that it? Oh, well, I thought it was not going to be. Aye, it is her. Every chip and scratch just as I remember. God's bless ye, sir. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul, and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Where's the assistant? That's what I'm talking about. Inspector, brought your change of clothing. Also brought a supply of tonic from this peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu. Yes! You just bring me that case. Wait. Man, right in the forehead. Good dodge out of me, by the way. And the old guy doesn't care. He's like, yes, hair tonic. Inspector Hildebrand. There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? No, try again. Like it's nothing though. Also, hair tonic. Oh, look at that. I like that even this... Yay, hair tonic. I like the silly sound effects because this is a super silly quest line that it should have silly sound effects. The author... The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. That's supposed to be flattering. Give me that. No, you. It's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. A challenge for me? At last the curtain rises. Very well, if I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. All the hair tonic. Whoa. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. Pose. With the gleaming light from the old man's either super shiny dome now, or it's gonna be super funny if he has like really does now have like flowing golden locks. The music as well. I'll let the music play for a minute. Just a shy. Oh my. He's incredible. So bold. So majestic. Just like a warrior of light. Oh, well. You may have another assistant. Pose. No. A gentleman of light. Instead of a warrior of light, a gentleman of light. Oh, man. Those teeth. He is exceptionally something. Like just essentially something. Core, Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing. The gleam in the teeth too, just over the top. It's really funny. I enjoy the silliness of this quest. Wait, he actually has hair! Hildebrand. Oh. Yeah, it's super silly. Oh. Oh, darn it. Okay, I don't know who that person was, but I know who this person is. I have a really good idea. In fact, I know who it is. Also, I'm gonna laugh if you have a poor sword. If you get that one, kudos. Far from the strongest of swords. Blue skies, rolling desert, Blue, blue skies. Rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? Are you looking for a person with the chocobo by some chance? Been looking for him for 10 million years?
Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. Let's call it what's it called? Genius. Wish to duel with weapons, not wits. Hardly seems appropriate for an epic battle. Hildebrand will return in The Three Collectors. I like the gentleman Hildebrand up there. Gentleman hero Hildebrand.
Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins.
Wait, what? Also, she is dressed as the inspector again. Wait, what? Enemy?
Pumpkins sort of remind me of, no. Gone now. Never mind. Bye.
Like you were getting the big ending for a TV show. The silliness. I like the silliness. Free company rank 6, by the way. We have that now. Land acquisition. Not that we have money for that. Horn glue. Yes. Yeah, I do. I have horn glue. What did it say it was? I have it stored. Grab this real quick. Latest discoveries: the science of deduction. Since you're curious about the duelist declared target, so happens I've identified the weapon in question. The Treaty Blade is part of an Ishgardian noble's collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not been stolen yet. It has been purchased by an olden collector, wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I not to investigate her. And, should the duelist strike whilst I am present, well, hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Integrating myself to her. Integrating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. Difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I'm told she has fondness of rare flowers. Sort situated in Camp Drybone cells. You can come along if you like. In a minute. I need to go to Sapphire Exchange. What am I doing? corn glue. There you go. And the retainer's full again. Great. Oh well. Okay. The camp driver. Let me go to Mordana. Let me turn this in. There's your wardstone. Found a wardstone? Incredible! Can you feel the power that emanates from this humble stone? Not really? Ah, just like a Gridanian. Practical to a fault. Let me tell you, there is more true magic than you credit in taking all possible precautions. One thing's for certain, Temple managed to stymie more explorers than ordinary dangers can account for. If any of that can be attributed to this stone, then its Garleans and Beastmen will have to settle their accounts with the gods. I think that was mainly the, mainly the traps. Welcome to Marlborough country. Icarus Wing. Man-made feather bursts into a shower of shimmering plumes when cast skyward. Whee! Brow is clouded with worry, and the forecast calls for rain. Unless you can save the day. What to do, what to do. Ah, Syndrome, mayhap you can cut through this knot of ours. Red's troll grows, yet does not prosper. We draw adventurers from far and wide, or rather, the Alleghanian ruins draw them. So busy are they collecting tombstones and relics, they've no time for calls from the Adventurers Guild. I fear that many who come to the toll have no sense that we are a guild. You visit Rowan's establishment, do you not? That's the kind of bustle and camaraderie I'd like to see at the guild. Now, tales of your daring do are certainly known to all. You're the genuine article, and I ask humbly for you to render some service to us in this matter. You were to rid the wilds of that seat of the seedkin that threatened the toll's expansion, might inspire some fledgling guildmates to do the same. Those laboring on the outpost frontier are being harassed by Marlboroughs coming through the tangle. I'd have you keep the workers safe by slaying them before they have a chance to leave their home. Once others see such a storied adventurer as you working to expand Revenant's Toll, they'll surely be inspired to do the same. Fair enough. Easy enough. Adventure skill has marked the completion of the request for aid and honors your service. Already the toll buzzes with talk of your valiant excursion into the Tangle. Not a few adventurers have chosen to help on the frontier. Know that the Scions will hear of your success. Answering the call. When a man like... Let's see. Red feather. Okay, so these are just... You throw up in the air. Celebration. When a man like Slapborn thinks well of you, you're wont to find yourself performing a dangerous and unpleasant task in short order. Guess I'll take this bracelet. Take the casting one. Forgot to mention before, I've received word from the guild that they've seen more adventurers take up job requests in the last few days than in the past moon. Of course, one good turn leads to another, we hope. There's a job that might be too much for those who've expressed an interest. We'd like you to handle this one, before an unprepared adventurer meets an untimely end. Received word from a scouting party we sent to the Singing Shards that a group of Hapalids is making passage impossible. Someone needs to take care of them so the scout can make progress. Not that I've no faith in the other volunteers, but I suspect few of them have stood against the enemy. Humidity isn't something we can afford at the present. We have appearances to keep up if we're to maintain our growth, after all. A seasoned adventurer like you ought to know that a bad reputation's like bad breath. No one will ever speak frankly of what ails you. Ugh. Heartburn. That's a funny name for a fire attack. It fits, just not what I was expecting. I think he spits it too, so that's even better. returned and looking none the worse for wear, I rejoice to remark. Your reputation precedes you yet again. The seventh heaven is abuzz with talk of your deeds. I already signed up a score or more to answer further requests from the guild. Revenant Soul grows and prospers to the benefit of the guild and the Scions. Did I not tell you there is much magic in being prepared? I mean, there is, but the Scions need to grow too, so I'm hoping like some of them join the Scions as well. You gonna carry that? Intend to putting us to work again. All this better blast to be worth it. That's totally worth it. Alright, it's worth it. Never mind. Well fed until tender and juicy. If anyone would ever think of eating him. It's a buffalo calf. It's gonna be adorable. I can't tell you how grateful we are to have you here. Now more than ever. We have a major crisis on our hands, you see. One which will demand your full attention for weeks, if not months. Sorry, Central. You made any other plans, or just have to cancel them? Oh, well, alright. Fire Emblem 3 House is officially canceled. We're going to be at this for months. Everybody strap in. You honestly believe me, didn't you? Such a thing as being too long-suffering, you know? Fear we may have overdone it with the errands, necessary though they were. Hey, as long as like you remember this when the Scions are here. Anyway, work here is done. For the time being, at least. Master Alphanon has sent word that you report to him in the Waking Sands. I gather he wants to know how you've been getting on. Be sure to tell him how welcome we've made you feel, won't you? Oh yeah, I feel so welcome. You're gonna carry that, so I'm carrying something heavy, probably. I think the normal quest slab had unlocked that your measure armor can do the attacks you can do in the raid, even though it's just for show. Oh man, we're gonna have to do that one then. We'll go back and do it at some point. Since you returned, I trust they kept you busy, Revenant Soul? Yeah, they did. Have had nary a moment's rest since you departed. Despite our best efforts, however, we've begun to fall behind. No matter, we shall soon make up the lost ground with you here to help us. Number of packages needs to be delivered to Revenant's Toll as a matter of urgency. Don't give me that long-suffering look. I only require you to take them upstairs to Tataru. It's like, oh my god, you're gonna make me run all the way to... She'll handle the rest. Packages are scattered about the halls, but each one is clearly labeled. So you should have little trouble finding them. Now if you'll excuse me... Your report? Later. Too much other crap going on right now. Tell me later. Hemophilia. Package. Syndra, we may have earned ourselves a respite, but there's still much more to do. Yeah, there is. So much more to do. Cobalt Initiative. In the Valley of Skull, I guess I should carry it. I should get this. Sell the Yellow Jacket. Start with the Kobolds. Okay. Maelstrom Cause. Because we're about to move, so I'm going to grab these now. Can't do it without you. You respect strength above all. In for Garuda's Awakening. Oh, I have to beat Battle Member, sorry. Well, hopefully I'll still be able to find him at the new place. I mean, I should be able to. The word for work well done is even more work, right? It's the problem with things these days. Problem with a lot of companies these days. Oh, good. Job well done. Here's more work and no more pay for said work. People wonder why a bunch of workers are pissed off these days. Hard work and time just aren't rewarded. They're just not. If they are rewarded, it's rewarded with more hard work and you spending more of your time. And again, for nothing. So much to do, so much to do. At this rate, we'll never get to Revenant's Soul. Panic! Filled with heavy, unknown items. Remember to lift with your legs, not your back. That's actually really good advice there. Remember, lift with your legs, not your back. You lift with your back, it's a good way to hurt yourself. Bless your heart, I completely forgotten about those. Let me check the labels. Oh, these are the last ones. Think the 12, it's almost... Oh dear, I did contact the courier, didn't I? As it just so happens, I've been meaning to contact you, Syndril. I have an important personal request, you see, which I couldn't possibly trust to anyone else. Take the spear. Buffalo calf, yay! I've been wanting this thing. I knew it was on the main quest line. I saw somebody had it like in a shop like a week ago or so, like just had it, was walking around. I was like, oh, I want one. How do I get it? And I saw it was on the main quest line. I was like, someday. When the Scions of the Seventh Dawn began clearing out the waking sands in preparation for the move to Revenant's Toll, this wide-eyed calf was discovered hiding in a disused linen closet. Though an inquiry was made by the Antecedent herself, it is still not known who was keeping the beast. Mine now. Yay! Tiny buffalo calf. That's adorable. My tea! The things we do for tea. So this is for tea. Preparing for the move is taking a terrible toll on everyone's mental and physical well-being. People have been carrying on for days at a time with barely any food or drink, never mind rest. Some have even been too busy to visit the privy, for God's sake. That's terrible. That's really terrible. Try to lift their spirits, but encouraging words simply aren't enough anymore. Given that nothing short of hitting them over the head with something heavy will persuade them to rest on it. I mean, I two-hand the stab. I can swing it like a baseball bat. No, that's not the route we're going. Oh, well. I do have a sleep spell. I can make them take a nap. I do have repose. It only lasts like 30 seconds, but... My only remaining option is to try improving their diet. I know just how to do it, too, with a special tonic proven to revive flagging spirits. But for that, I require Highland tea leaves, and the one merchant I know who sells them is completely out of stock. Harvesting them myself isn't an option. I mean, again, the plant only grows in Corthus, and I'm in no position to leave the Waking Sands at present. You are Syndrome, and you now understand how important this is. You'll surely agree to assist me. Great, I'll take that silence as a yes. Learn the recipe from an Ishgardian acquaintance of mine who serves at Camp Dragonhead. Mingusto's her name. She'll know where to obtain Highland tea leaves. I'm sure of it. Godspeed! The things we do for tea. I mean, I do have this repose. Okay. But that is going to have to do it for today's stream. Tomorrow's stream will be sometime. Just depending on when I'm awake. Could be earlier, like it was today. Or it could be at the usual time, could be later. Don't know, but thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I will attempt to get some more sleep until tomorrow. I'm Syndrome. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.